San Francisco. What's up, everyone? This is Top Sacramento, episode 3, and we're going to go over the San Francisco 49ers loss, the Sacramento Kings, and some more things that's happening locally. Plus, I want to go over Finn's House ramen that I picked up. It looks really good. It is the what was it? Miso ramen. I'll show you a little thing of this real quick. Boom, boom, with the pork and the chili oil and the egg. If you can see that, looking pretty good. And also got the miso soup to go along with it. Cool. And then want to start off by saying rest in peace to Lisa Lopez Galvin in Kansas City. So sorry to hear about what happened to her and her family, plus the others that were hurt as well. So heart goes out to all of them. The first thing I wanted to talk about today was the San Francisco 49ers loss in the Super Bowl. That was a hard fought game. It was tough, like down to the wire in OT, at the end of OT. So that is insane. Excuse me, but the San Francisco 49ers defense did a good job. I really thought they did a good job because they held Kansas City with the best quarterback, Patrick Mahomes, less than 20 points in regulation. Like that is insane. That's hard to do. That is really, really hard to do. And the only reason why they got a touchdown in the third quarter it was because of a muffed punt. So that defense was rolling. They held them to, like, honestly, if it wasn't for the muff punt, uh -7. Yeah, and they would have won that. Um Definitely Christian McCaffrey would have been the MVP because I think he rushed for 20, had rushed 20 times, had 80 yards, and then what else? He also caught 8 passes for 80 yards, got a touchdown. He was definitely going to be MVP for that. Definitely. But sorry to hear that they lost Steve Wilkes. He'll definitely get another spot sometime soon. Hopefully, fingers crossed. He did a phenomenal job. And then, of course, I know who he is because he was with Carolina Panthers for a year before he became the interim head coach, and he turned Carolina Panthers around for for while he was there. But it looks like it's not going to happen. He'll find a place pretty soon. I wonder if Jim Harbaugh already has a defensive coordinator in place, because if not, Steve wants to go there, and hey, Chargers are on the way. Chargers are on the way. Congrats to Kansas City though for the win. Definitely sorry about their parade. And the next thing I want to talk about was the Sacramento Kings. They literally just slipped to the 8th spot in the Western Conference, even though I think they were 5th like a month or two ago. They might have even crept up to like 4th, but something's been going on, especially after, De'Aaron Fox and Domantas Sabonis didn't get the All-Star votes to get in, to at least be one of the reserves. Man, that does hurt. But yeah, slipping down to 8th. So I took a look at some of the analytics and some of the rankings and stats. Right now, Sacramento Kings are ranked last in free throw percentage. And then they're also ranked last in the opponent's 3-point field goal percentage. So that hurts a lot. Right now, they're averaging about 118 points per game. And then new update with their opponent's points per game is now 117, but there's still a plus 0.4 differential. So they're like barely hanging on. So that's how you see they're in the 8th spot. If they were to just improve upon their free throw percentage, instead of 72, they get it up to maybe 74. They start hitting 2 more free throws per game than what they've been doing. Hey everyone, and if they just increase their free throw percentage, maybe just about 2 points. You can average 120. And then for the perimeter defense, which is, it's lagging. That's why they have the ranked last in 3-point field goal percentage for the opponents. Hey Dorothy, if they can somehow just get the opponents get one less three, a little bit better perimeter defense, you could, instead of 117 a game, maybe 114 per game. And then that would get you what, 120 to 140. That's a 6-point differential, which would get you up to in the um, top 8 in rankings in the league for a point differential. I think those two can help out a lot for the Sacramento Kings if they actually get to do it. But still rooting for Sacramento Kings. Hopefully they either coast into the plans or they increase their stats, and then as far as free throw percentage and lower the opponent's 3-point percentage, can get them over the hump and then get them into the playoffs. So that's what I'm hoping for. And yeah, because my other team, where I'm from, the Charlotte Hornets, yeah, we're we're a work in progress. That's what we're doing. And then so a couple of local news. There's this office building in Douglas Boulevard in Roseville that they're going to turn into a condominium model. The building is 48,000 square feet. It's on a signature corridor in Roseville. It's being poised for new ownership. That's what multiple entities have said. So, the marketing has begun for office condo suites at 2260 Douglas Boulevard after the city approved a condo map for the 35-year-old building. I think this was, last week. So, maybe some new housing or maybe some new office spaces. But to go to a condo model that's different. There's a few condominium complexes in Roseville, but definitely not as many. Definitely not as many compared to the single family homes in Roseville. So I think that could help out. Let me double check. Yes, it's office condos. Office condos. Um, One of the entities said that office condos have a similar appeal, with a smaller use able to get ownership without having to buy an entire building and occupying issues that can bring. Okay, got it. So instead of leasing parts of the building or buying the entire building, they'll just say, hey, buy this part of the building as a condo model. Okay. So yeah, not residential, but commercial condo. And that's that for that. And what's pretty cool, Nick the Greek is sets the opening date for the Fair Oaks area. And let's see what happens. Let's see. So in 2022, Nick the Greek planned to join the Fair Oaks Quail Point Shopping Center. I have not had Nick the Greek just yet, but I definitely love. Is it gyros or gyros or gyros? How do you guys pronounce that? I say gyros, but yeah, I'm in love with gyros, so I can't wait for Nick the Greek to open up. They are set to have an opening day February 27th from 11 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. They're going to serve free lunch. Oh, okay. So free lunch at Nick the Greek at their Fair Oaks location on February 27th, starting from 11 a.m. to 2:30 p.m. I wonder what's the exact address. They did not give an address just yet. Oh wow! But keep on the lookout for that, because that's going to be good. That's going to be really good. Okay. Let's see. Bop, 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 bop. How's everyone doing today? So in Roseville, there's going to be a new restaurant called Roll 'em Up Taquitos, which is a franchise that primarily serves taquitos. So that should be pretty cool. Corn or flour taquitos, you know. Um, we'll see what happens with that. Do, 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 do. And then there's going to be another Dutch Bros in Fair Oaks. They are planning to add it in Fair Oaks off of 7904 Winding Way. Looks like everything has been planned and ready to go. So let's see what happens with that. And then in downtown, there's going to be a new Buckhorn restaurant. It's a barbecue and grill restaurant. It's actually pretty good. It has some other, I think it's either tri-tip brisket. I've had one of those two, and it was actually really good. Um, it will open up off of 8th and 14th, but it's going to be a little bit different because this one's going to be a takeout only restaurant in downtown Sacramento. Compared to the other ones, it's always a dine-in restaurant, but this one in downtown Sacramento is going to be just takeout only. Takeout only. And then for Folsom's Broadstone Marketplace, turns out Hibachi Town will no longer be there, but there's going to be Baker's Dozen Donuts if you guys like donuts. So that should happen. They said in Folsom, Hibachi Town closed its doors recently. Um, let's see. I think with this owner, because they also own, I think it's Nashville's Nash and Tender. So it might be something else. No. So with Hibachi Town, when they first got in there at the Broadstone, they replaced Nashville Nash and Tender, but now they're going to close. And then Baker's Dozen Donuts will join a new concept called Boomba Tea as the latest eateries to join the Bel Air Anchored Center. So they're going to specialize in boba tea and ramen. Hey, speaking of top ramen, top Sacramento. They should be opening up within the next 2 months. I'll go to Baker's Dozen Donuts, a new concept, Bomba Tea, to try off their ramen, and then I'll put on here on the live. Is there a fourplex under six? Fourplex? That's going to be tough. That's going to be really tough. Under 600,000. I have seen one of those before. It was 4 one-bedroom, 1-bath units as a fourplex in Sacramento. I'll double check though, but that is tough. And yeah, any questions like that? That was a good question. I like that. Any questions about the Kings, the 49ers, anything about Sacramento, anything about the fourplexes or new development or anything like that? Let me know. And then once again, I went to Finn's house in Natomas in Sacramento to pick up the miso ramen. And then I'll show you here too. It's takeout, so it looks dry, but I'll show you the soup too. So here, boom, with the pork, the green onion. Yeah, looking really, really nice. Show you here as well. And then I'll show you the soup. Here's the miso, and I cannot wait to eat this. It's looking real nice. I'll just set it right here. But yeah, anybody got any questions about that? Hello, Laura. Laura, so excuse me. It's Addy Friday. Any questions? Any questions? I'm pretty amped up right now. Yeah, but I'm starting to get really passionate about the Kings and what they can do to improve. Just because I started coaching my son's basketball team a few weeks ago with the CYBL, which is California Youth Basketball League, and it's been going really good so far. We got into the playoffs. We ended the season at 4-2, which placed us in the 3rd seed. And then we just won in the first round in the playoffs, and we're on to the next round, which is not this Saturday, but the following Saturday. And if we win that, then we go to the championship, which I'm really excited for. Yeah, so I've been getting really deep into looking into plays and stats and rankings, and then how to improve upon skill sets. And with improving those skill sets, what does it do to the rankings? What does it do to the stats in the league? Because anything that can be changed minorly, Hey Max, anything that can be changed, any minor changes, there we go. Any minor changes could help out a lot, a lot. So that's why I'm getting really into Kings basketball and basketball in general. Of course, I used to play it when I was a kid, but didn't make it too far. And then, of course, I watch it, but now it's starting getting really deep into it as far as lineups, and then when to take someone out, and then when to keep your superstar in, and especially keep. One thing I learned was like if you keep your star player in, and then the other team kind of subs their star players out for the sixth man or whoever, sixth, seventh, eighth man, that is the time for that star player on your team to go off, because the sixth, seven, eighth man on the opposing team, they're just trying to get warmed up. And so while they're trying to get warmed up, your star player's already warmed up and just start going off. That's how you can increase the lead some more to give you a nice bit of a cushion. But yeah, yeah. But you see these days people can be up by 30 points, 25 points and still come back and win. So man, no cushion is safe, but you know, that's crazy. I'm over here talking about basketball. Yeah, just getting really into basketball right now. Football, I wish I could. I like it a lot. It's super technical, especially with the route trees, and then uh, the type of footwork that's needed, and then with footwork with O line, D line, wide receivers, corners, what to look for, and then how quarterbacks do with their progressions, and then it's a lot. It is a lot. So yeah, that's why I'm kind of sticking to basketball. Whenever my son gets in a track, then I'll be into that, because I did that at Sac City and in high school. So yeah, pretty well into that. Hey everyone. Cool. So it's 4:27. I have a showing today at 5:15. So I'm going to. What's a good location? Honestly, anywhere that has great schools. The reason why is people, for buyers and renters, what they value a lot is safety, great schools, great areas, and being close by to certain amenities. Right? If you can get an investment property into one that kind of matches two of the three, then you're golden. You're golden. Mm-mm-mm. But yeah, I have to do a showing at 5:15. I'm going to eat this ramen and go. Thank you guys so much for watching this. I really appreciate it. And if you got any more questions, my profile, you can always go to my profile. I have my contact info in there. And yeah, y'all have a great rest of your day. All right. Exit out the YouTube live, and then I'll do the TikTok live.